I am here with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and today we're going to discuss something as it relates to truck accidents, particularly in the San Bernardino and Riverside area, which is where more truck accidents happen. But there's a law, or I guess a regulation, that there's non-delegable duties when it comes to some of these drivers. And something that I learned is some of the companies cannot even be sued because they're leasing the truck from a leasing company. So if the truck's brakes go out, or if they can't downshift correctly, that's not necessarily the fault of the driver or the company. That goes on to the leasing company. How exactly does this work, David?
So it's like you said, sometimes what happens is you got a truck driver who's driving a truck on behalf of his company, FedEx, it could be UPS, some of the trucking companies that are out there. And like you said, let's say this particular truck fails in how it's operating. For example, there's a brake problem, and the truck is being leased through some of these leasing companies, and a lot of times I think they have a program where they say, okay, we'll lease it from you, but you guys are supposed to maintain it for us, repair it and everything of that nature. The poor truck driver may be driving on the road, and he may not even cause any injury to anybody else. He may have to swerve off the road to avoid colliding into a bunch of vehicles, and he goes down an embankment or hits a wall, and the driver himself suffers injury. Now, as an employee, obviously you have the right to pursue a claim under workers' compensation through your employer. But a lot of times, workers' comp does not necessarily cover all of the damages that you would potentially be able to recover for. So as an employee, sometimes you can then pursue a claim against the leasing company and say, well, you provided a vehicle to us that was not operating right, and it's a non-delegable duty that you have to make sure that that vehicle is operating properly. So it gives another channel for the employee, who was the truck driver, to pursue a claim against the leasing company at fault.
Absolutely, and that's very valuable information, especially for those drivers that have been, unfortunately, had an accident with a truck. As we know, those things can pick up some speed and go fast, and oftentimes it's not even the driver's fault. So if you happen to have been a truck driver or a big rig driver and things did not go as planned and it was not your fault, please feel free to contact the law offices of David Azizi. You'll see the phone number in the YouTube video as well as the information below. Thank you very much for your time, David.
All right, thank you.